This audiobook is presented by Batticaloa Ramakrishna Mission. Grade 11 English. Educational Publications Department, 6th Print 2020. Contents. Unit 1, Our Responsibilities. Unit 2, Facing Challenges. Unit 3, Great Lanka. Unit 4, For a Better Tomorrow. Unit 5, Best Use of Time. Unit 6, A Moment of Fun. Unit 7, A Simple Living. Unit 8, Reading is Fun. Unit 9, Enigma. Unit 10, Choices in Life. Unit 1, Our Responsibilities. Activity 1, Act Out. Vikum and Chamindu meet each other in the bus on their way to school. Vikum: Good morning, Chamindu. The bus is crowded today. Give me your school bag, or would you rather sit here? Chamindu: Good morning. Thank you, Vikum. It's not too far. Just keep my bag. Vikum: Sure. By the way, did you manage to find facts for the debate next week? Chamindu: Yes. I have planned to visit the local library too. Vikum: We have got to propose the idea discipline cannot be achieved only through laws. Chamindu: Yes, I read some articles about it. My sister also downloaded some articles from the internet. It's quite an interesting topic, isn't it? Vikum: Of course. My mother says it's a timely topic that all school children should be made aware of. Chamindu: I think so too. Discipline cannot be imposed only through laws. Vikum: It will be an interesting debate. Chamindu: There is an article on vandalism too in my sister's collection of articles. Vikum: What's that? I have never heard that word before. Can you please repeat the word? Chamindu: Vandalism. Let's read my sister's articles and discuss more at school. Vikum: Oh, here comes a pregnant mother. I'll offer my seat to her. Activity 2. Identify the following punctuation marks in the dialogue between Vikum and Chamindu. Copy one sentence as an example for each into your writing book. A. Full stop. B. Question mark. C. Apostrophe used in contractions. D. Apostrophe used to show possession. E. Inverted commas. F. Comma. G. Exclamation mark. Activity 3. Chamindu visited the library and needed the help of the librarian to find information for the debate. Write the conversation he had with the librarian using appropriate punctuation marks. Enact it in the class. Start like this. Librarian: Good afternoon. Can I help you? Chamindu: Blank, within brackets, greets and tells what he wants. Librarian: Blank, within brackets, ask for the topic of the debate. Chamindu: Blank, within brackets, gives the topic. Librarian: Blank, within brackets, expresses his ability to help and ask whether he needs to borrow books. Chamindu: Blank, within brackets, expresses his thanks and says he wants to borrow books. Librarian: Blank, within brackets, describes where the books are. Chamindu, within brackets, says he will go and find them. Librarian, blank, within brackets, asks whether he needs any other help. Chamindu, blank, within brackets, says no and thanks the librarian. Activity 4. Reading, writing. This is the article Chamindu's sister found on vandalism. Read it and do the activities that follow. Vandalism. Vandalism is an offense that is caused when a person deliberately destroys, alters, or defaces someone else's property without permission. It is mostly aimed at public property such as public transport services, bus stop, parks, road signs, and other public places. It can also occur at individual level too, such as scratching someone's car or distorting the information on a person's website. Among many reasons, personal attitudes and basic social problems are at the root of vandalism. It may occur because of a lack of meaningful activities, disciplinary problems, and negative feelings such as revenge, boredom, anger, and frustration. It can be the result of peer group pressure, playfulness, curiosity, and pleasure too. Although most vandals do not have a clear motive for their acts and may consider it as a simple act of fun or art. However, it is a punishable crime with imprisonment, monetary fines, or both as laws exist in a country to prevent vandalism. Certain effects of vandalism are considered insignificant, while others are considered extremely severe. However, it is a problem that affects everyone in some way or other. It can affect one's family, friends, and the community. When facilities such as public transport services, parks, and public restrooms are vandalized, it makes using such places unpleasant and demoralizing. As a result of vandalism, fire and emergency services are affected by increased workloads. Citizens of a country pay their taxes in order to build a better community for the future generation. But when public property is vandalized, they are the ones who have to pay for the damage. There are different approaches that can be taken to prevent vandalism. It can be done by educating individuals, especially the young people, about its consequences and nature. Another way to prevent vandalism is to use property designs such as ceramic tiles on walls which are easy to clean. In addition, rough textured surfaces where scrolling with graffiti is impossible reduce vandalistic behavior in public places. An essential approach to reducing vandalism is to monitor the condition of a property regularly. Studies reveal that vandalism carried out by individuals of all ages increases when people think they are left out from the society or community. Thus, involvement in community activities can encourage a sense of belonging and pride, which will help them to respect and think positively about their community. Everyone should understand the duties and responsibilities of a citizen and decide what is right and what is wrong. Therefore, in preventing vandalism, self-discipline plays a bigger role than laws. Number 1. In column A, there are some actions related to vandalism. Match them with their meanings in column B. A. Destroy, alter, deface, distort. B. Changing the form or structure, damaging a surface in a visible manner, damaging beyond use or repair, giving false or misleading information. Number 2. Indicate whether the following sentences are true or false. A. Vandalism can occur both at personal and public levels. Open bracket, close bracket. B. Vandals always have a clear reason for their vandalistic behavior. Open bracket, close bracket. C. Vandalism has negative effects on the whole community. Open bracket, close bracket. D. Educating people about the negative effects of vandalism is a good way to prevent it. Open bracket, close bracket. E. Laws of a country play the most important role in preventing vandalism. Open bracket, close bracket. Number 3. Write answers to the following questions. A. What is vandalism? B. Give 2 reasons for vandalism. C. How is vandalism punished? D. Write down 2 effects of vandalism on people living in a community. E. List down 2 ways that can be used to prevent vandalism. F. Copy the sentence which says that vandalism can be prevented by making the young people aware of it. G. What do the following pronouns underlined in the passage refer to? 1. It. Open bracket, paragraph 1, closed bracket. Number 2. They. Open bracket, paragraph 3, close bracket. Question number 4. Number 1. List out the acts of vandalism that can occur in your school. Example: scrawling graffiti on school textbooks. Number 2. Work in small groups. Suggest ways to prevent vandalism at school level. Activity 5. Writing. Involvement in community activities can encourage a sense of belonging and pride, which will help people to respect and think positively about their community. Imagine you are the secretary of the youth society of your village or town, and you are going to organize a community activity for the local residents. Write a notice informing the public about the activity and requesting their help. Example: clearing the mosquito breeding grounds in the area. Cleaning the children's ward in the local hospital. Vocabulary. Note how the following words are formed using suffixes. Vandal, open bracket, noun, closed bracket. First arrow mark. Vandalism, open bracket, noun, closed bracket. Second arrow mark. Vandalize, open bracket, verb, closed bracket. Third arrow mark. Vandalistic, open bracket, adjective, closed bracket. Revision point. Prefixes and suffixes. Adding a prefix to the base. Affixes added before the base form of a word are called prefixes. Prefixes do not generally alter the word class. Example: in, miss, un, re, im, ir, dis. Significant. Open bracket, adjective, close bracket. Arrow mark, insignificant, open bracket, adjective, close bracket. Adding a suffix to the base. Affixes added after the base form of a word are called suffixes. Unlike prefixes, suffixes frequently alter the word class. Example: z, full, less, ness, fully, est, li, shun, sun, meant, ang, os, some. Vandal, open bracket, noun, close bracket. Arrow mark, vandalize, open bracket, verb, close bracket. Activity 6. Go through the passage on vandalism once again and find examples for words with number 1, prefixes, number 2, suffixes, number 3, both prefixes and suffixes. Indicate the word class of the words you find and their base forms. Follow the example given. Example: prefixes. Pleasant, open bracket, adjective, close bracket. Arrow mark, unpleasant, open bracket, adjective, close bracket. Activity 7. How would you advise someone to be a responsible citizen? Write as many instructions as possible using the following models. Follow the example given. Need, ought to, must, should, can. Example: you should always help others. Activity 8. Write 5 sentences based on the following picture using the above models. Activity 9. Listening. You are going to listen to a set of rules to be followed by road users. Put the relevant numbers of the rules against the different types of users. Some rules are applicable to many users. User. Against rule. Under user, pedestrians, motorcyclists, car drivers and passengers, bus drivers and passengers. Activity 10. Writing. Read the following letter written by Farag to her friend Kalani and fill in the grid. 18 Lake Drive, Panipitia, 27th January 2016. Dear Kalani, how are you? I hope you are doing fine. Thank you very much for your letter and the birthday card. I was waiting for a letter from you when the postman delivered it. It's a lovely card made out of natural flowers and leaves which we all admired. As you mentioned in your letter, I am a year older now. I totally agree that we have to think seriously and plan our future. We have to take the responsibility of our own lives. Kalani, I will tell you how I celebrated my birthday. On my birthday, I donated some books to the local library. My parents said that it was a very thoughtful deed. My father had visited the library a week before. He organized this for me. We were given a list of books that they needed. In fact, the librarian had been waiting for a long time to get those books for the library. We were happy to donate some of them. I went with my mother to purchase the books. On my birthday, we went to church in the morning and then delivered the books to the library. I felt happy as I did something useful on my birthday this year. You know what? My brother has already made similar plans for his birthday too. So, Kalani, how are things going on for you? Hope you are having a fantastic time in Nuerelia. Hope to hear from you soon. Give my regards to your parents. Best wishes. Farah. Column 1, activity done. Column 2, by whom. Column 3, who helped. Column 4, why it was done. Column 5, how he or she felt afterwards. Activity 11. Imagine that one of your friends is interested in donating books to a library. Write the instructions you would give him or her to complete the work successfully. Follow the example given. Example. First, you should visit the library. Then, activity 12. Write a letter to one of your friends describing a good deed you have done. Include the following. About your good deed, when and where it was done, who helped you, how you felt on this day. Grammar. Pay attention to the following sentences taken from Farah's letter. They are all in different forms of the past tense. Number 1. On my last birthday, I donated some books to the local library. Number 2. I was waiting for a letter from you when the postman delivered it. My father had visited the library a week before. He organized this work for me. Number 4. He had been waiting for a long time to get those books for the library. Revision point. Past tense. The simple past tense is usually used to express a single action done at a particular point of time in the past. Example: on my last birthday, I donated some books to the local library. The past continuous tense is usually used to express an action still going on at a point of time in the past. Example: I was waiting for a letter from you when the postman delivered it. The past perfect tense is usually used whenever he wished to say that some past action had been completed before another action started. Example: my father had visited the library a week before he organized this donation for me. The past perfect continuous tense is used to describe an action that began in the past and went on for some time in the past. Example: he had been waiting for a long time to get those books for the library. Activity 13. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb given within brackets. You need to revise all 3 tenses to complete this activity. Number 1. Ravindran is a clerk. He blank within brackets work in a bank. Number 2. You can't meet the teacher now. She blank within brackets conduct a lesson. Number 3. Mr. Bandara blank within bracket sell his car last week. Number 4. Suvimali blank within brackets sweep the classroom by the time the teacher started the lesson. Number 5. I blank within bracket lend you the storybook if you promise to return it before Friday. Number 6. By the time we reached Kandy, my father blank within brackets drive non-stop for nearly 2 hours. Number 7. Nisali blank within brackets finish her homework. She can play with her brother now. Number 8. Venura blank within brackets play badminton with his sister every evening. Number 9. You can't talk to my brother now. He blank within brackets sleep. Number 10. It blank within bracket rain since last night. I wonder when it will stop. This audiobook is presented by Batticaloa Ramakrishna Mission, Grade 11 English, Educational Publications Department, 6th Print 2020. Unit 2, Facing Challenges. Activity 1, Speaking. Look at the pictures, work in pairs. What are the activities shown in these pictures? Activity 2, Vocabulary. Challenge. Copy the following phrases into your writing book. Match the phrases with the above pictures. Water rafting, fall with gravity, outdoor activity, team activity, adventurous, riding on waves, pole vaulting, natural or artificial waves, 3 major styles, parachuting, inflatable raft, challenging, need speed and flexibility, surfboard, popular, skydiving, rough water or white water, exciting, an aircraft, jump high up or land safely. Activity 3, reading or writing? Read the following text and answer the questions that follow. Water rafting is an adventurous outdoor team activity. It is done in white water or different degrees of rough water using an inflatable raft. This sport is challenging and considered to be dangerous if the necessary safety precautions are not followed. This has now become a popular sport. However, it is necessary to minimize the impact of this sport on nature. There should be a leave no trace policy when engaging in rafting. The sportsmen should learn to dispose of waste properly. Leave what they find in the wilderness, respect wildlife, keep fires small, etc. There is another popular action sport called skydiving. This is also known as parachuting. Skydiving is done by jumping out of an aircraft and falling for as long as one safely can before opening the parachute. Once the sportsmen jump out of the aircraft, they fall freely with the aid of gravity. The real challenge is to slow down the fall and reach the earth with the help of the parachute. This sport is practiced even during the 18th century, and it is said that in 1797, Andrew Jacques Gunning jumped from the hot air balloon with a parachute. It was the first incident of truly modern skydiving. In the military, it is used as a backup safety mechanism for airmen. Many modern militaries use skydiving for troop development. Wild firefighters also parachute to reach remote sites so that they can be on the ground quickly. At present, it is a well-known recreational sport. Surfing is done with the help of surfboard. This is an act of riding on a wave, especially a sea wave. This can be challenging when the waves become rough. There are three major styles of surfing. This is done in natural waves as well as in artificial waves. This sport has developed into a number of other types, including skateboarding, wakeboarding, skimboarding, and windsurfing, among others. Skateboarding is popular among teenagers. This is an action sport which enables riding and performing tricks on the skateboard. Pole vaulting is a challenging sport. In this track and field event, the sportsman uses a long flexible pole as an aid to jump over a bar. Pole jumping competitions were known to the ancient Greeks, Cretans, and Celts. The sportsman should have a speed of sprinter and flexibility of a gymnast and the vertical jump of a jumper. This needs courage to jump up in the free air with a pole. The sportsmen need not only to jump a considerable height but also to land correctly. This has been a full medal event at the Olympic Games since 1896 for men and since 2000 for women. A. State whether the following statements are true or false. Number 1. Water rafting is an outdoor sport. Within brackets. Number 2. Skydivers do not need parachutes to land. Within brackets. Number 3. Surfing is not a challenging sport. Within brackets. Number 4. Surfing is done only in natural waves. Within brackets. Number 5. Pole vaulting is done by both men and women. Within brackets. B. Answer the following questions. Number 1. How can water rafting be dangerous? Number 2. What are the environment-friendly practices followed in water rafting? Number 3. What is skydiving? Number 4. For which purposes is skydiving used? Number 5. What are the types of surfing mentioned in the text? Number 6. What are the abilities a pole vaulting sportsman should have to become successful? C. What do the following words refer to? Number 1. This, open bracket, in paragraph 1, close bracket. Number 2. It, open bracket, in paragraph 2, close bracket. Number 3. This, open bracket, in paragraph 4, close bracket. D. Find similar words to the following from the text. Number 1. Throw away. Number 2. Reduce. Number 3. Help. E. Copy the following grid into your writing book and place the underlined words in the above text in the correct column. Column 1. Nouns. Column 2. Adjectives. Column 3. Verbs. Activity 4. Writing. Work in groups. Discuss the activities shown in the pictures given below and write a description. Activity 5. Act out. Nitya. This time we have to organize the morning assembly. Kamalesh. Really? That sounds interesting. Sahas. Yes, each class is given a chance to do it every month. Sujit. Who is going to conduct the assembly? Kamalesh. I think you can do it better. Sahas. Sahas. Me? Oh no. Nitya. Don't worry, we'll help you. Sahas. All right, I am ready to take the challenge. Activity 6. Speaking or writing. What is this discussion about? Number 2. I am ready to take the challenge. What does Sahas mean by this? Number 3. Do you consider this to be a challenge? Why? Number 4. Discuss in pair and write the program of the assembly. Activity 7. Listening or writing. Number 1. Listen to the short announcements and number the events of the program in order. Religious observances, school song, morning thought, song by Nitya. Number 2. Kamalesh is going to deliver a speech on Challenges Make Us Strong. Write the announcement for this event and present it to the class. Activity 8. Writing. Kamalesh prepared a mind map when organizing his speech. Work in groups to develop the mind map into a speech and write it in your writing book. Challenges make us strong. Aroma. What is challenge? Aroma. personal experience. Arrow mark, different types of challenges in life. Arrow mark, successful individuals. Arrow mark, inviting friends to face challenges. Arrow mark, how challenges can make us strong. Revision point, should and must. Example, you should take up this challenge. You must obey the law. Must is stronger in emphasis than should. Activity 9. Complete the blanks using should or shouldn't or must or mustn't. Number 1. You blank brush your teeth before you go to bed at night. Number 2. The children blank play too much when they have to do homework. Number 3. You blank cross the road when the traffic lights are red. Number 4. The parents blank allow children to do risky things. Number 5. You blank always speak the truth. Activity 10. Describe each sign given below using should or should not. Keep dry. Handle with care. This side up. Put litter in the bin. Fragile. Do not drop. Revision point. Reported speech. Present. Arrow mark past. Number 1. Sahas said, I am ready to take the challenge. Sahas said that he was ready to take the challenge. Will, arrow mark would. Number 2. Nitya said to Sahas, we will help you. Nitya told Sahas that they would help him. Activity 11. Write the following in reported or indirect speech. Number 1. I am very interested in music, he said. Number 2. The children said, we will clean our classroom. Number 3. My sister said, I can finish this project in 2 weeks. Number 4. You must study hard, our teacher said to us. Number 5. Kamal said, I bought a new dictionary yesterday. Activity 12. Writing. Read the following poem. Add more lines to it using the clues given. If bees stay at home, rain will soon come. If they fly away, fine will be the day. If you see a rainbow, some dark clouds, mist in the morning. Activity 13. Writing. Reorder the following pictures. Write a sentence for each picture to build a story on your own. Activity 14. Reading. Read, enjoy and answer. The challenge. Blessed is the man indeed who in this life can find a purpose that can fill his days and goals to fill his mind. The world is filled with little men, content with here they are, not knowing joys success can bring, no will to go that far. Yet in this world there is a need for men to lead the rest, to rise above the average life by giving of their best. Would you be one who dares to try, when challenged by the task to rise to heights you have never seen. Oh, is that too much to ask? That is your day, a world to win, great purpose to achieve. Accept the challenge of your goals and in yourself believe. You will be proud of what you have done. When at the close of day you look back on your battles won, content you came this way. By Dr. Hartstill Wilson. Number 1. According to the poem, who are blessed men and little men? Number 2. What type of people does this world need? Number 3. Write 2 qualities that people who lead the world should have. Number 4. How many stanzas are there in this poem? Number 5. What are the rhyming words found in the poem? Number 6. What is the message given in the poem? This is the end of Unit 2. This audiobook is presented by Batticaloa Ramakrishna Mission, Grade 11 English, Educational Publications Department, 6th Print 2020. Unit 3, Great Lanka. Activity 1, Act Out. Last Sunday, some of Kishan's friends met at his house to prepare a booklet on Sri Lanka for a class assignment. Kishan was watching a cricket match when Suresh and Suranga came in. Suresh: Hey Kishan, what's the score? Kishan: Hi Suresh, hi Suranga. England has scored 23-4-0-1. Suranga: Are they still batting? Kishan: No, it's the lunch break now. Suranga: Here, watch this. Suresh: What's it? Ah, yes, this would be useful for us. Kishan: Great, it's a documentary about Sri Lanka. Suranga: Let's watch it. Suresh: There, the others are also coming. Kishan: Hi friends, we have something interesting to watch. Vihangi: What's it? Suranga: Shh, let's watch it first. Activity 2, Listening. The friends sat down to watch the program. Listen to the narration and complete the blanks. A. Number 1. The match is being played in blank. A. Batticaloa. B. Suriyaveva. C. Dambulla. D. God. Number 2. Blank is this special fishing technique mentioned in the narration. A. Netting. B. Angling. C. Stillick fishing. D. Spearing. Number 3. The cricket commentators visited different places in the country on the blank of the match. A. First day. B. Second day. C. Rest day. D. Third day. Number 4. Blank are the commentators. A. Jack and David. B. Boone and John. C. David and James. D. David and John. Number 5. When flying over the country, they saw the blank of the country. A. Inhabitant. Greenery. C. Vegetables. D. Cultivators. Number 6. They visited blank and stopped at blank for lunch. A. Galle or Polonnaruwa. B. Polonnaruwa or Trincomalee. C. Colombo or Galle. D. Trincomalee or Colombo. B. Number 7. Blank won the toss. Number 8. Sri Lanka scored blank runs. Number 9. England have lost blank wicket or wickets. Number 10. Blank trailed by 489 runs. Activity 3. Writing or speaking. Look at the following map of Sri Lanka. Find the picture clues and mention what each place or city is famous for. Sri Lanka tourist attractions. Activity 4. Speaking. Read aloud the conversation the friends had after watching the documentary and answer the questions that follow. Radhika: Well, that was good. Rikas: Yes, it was. Did you see the beautiful scenery they had captured? Vihangi: Yes, I wish I could go back to our past, to the time of our ancient kingdoms. Suresh: Me too. Shall we discuss our booklet now? Radhika: What about the presentation? Suranga: All right. What's your plan? Suresh: Shall we decide on the topics first and then find the necessary information? Kishan: Oh, good. I see your point. Suresh: Madina: Then I'll write on beautiful places of the country. Vihangi: Very well, Madina. I'll find information on our kings. Rikas: Leave some topics for us too. Radhika: All right. Suranga: I'll work on important historical places. Radhika: I want to write about endemic animals, birds, trees. Rikas: You will have a lot of work to do. Suranga: No, that's fine. We each have something to do. Suresh: You left out my favorite topic. Madina: What's that? Vihangi: I'm sure it's technology. Suresh: Yes, you got it. Suranga: Now we can do a detailed presentation. Number 1. What was the purpose of their discussion? Number 2. What are the topics they discussed? Number 3. How many friends were engaged in the conversation? Activity 5. Writing. Complete the table given below. Name of the friend. Topic to be done for the presentation. Activity 6. Writing. Number 1. Find the adjectives used in the conversation. Example: beautiful scenery. Number 2. Use them and make your own sentences. Activity 7. Speaking or writing. Discuss in groups and do a presentation on Sri Lanka. Revision point. Simple past tense. We use the simple past tense when writing or talking about things that happened in the past. Example: Some of Kishan's friends met at his house last Sunday. Activity 8. Writing. Find the past form of the following verbs and make sentences. Example: go, went. Number 1. Here. Number 2. Put. Number 3. Return. Number 4. Inquire. Number 5. Reply. Number 6. Say. Activity 9. Writing. Number 1. Follow the facts given on one of the kings of Sri Lanka and write a short composition. King Buddhadasa, son of King Jetadisa, Anuradhapura Kingdom, 4th century BC. A just king, did many meritorious deeds. Good physician, cured even animals. Saw a sick snake one day. Operated and cured the snake. Number 2. Write a short composition about any famous king you know. Reading. Madina has found some photographs related to Sri Lanka. Read the descriptions. This is a map of ancient Sri Lanka. The name Ceylon is written on the top left-hand corner. A bay and several points can be seen on the map. There is a ship shown on the map. The country is surrounded by the sea. The map shows a lot of mountains, trees and animals such as elephant, deer, fox, etc. The map includes name of different places, sea and other important landmarks in a different language. The big rock in the background of the picture is Sigiriya. King Kashyapa built a fortress on top of it. Now it is listed as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. There is a group of tourists riding on an elephant. The mahout who is on the elephant has a god in his hand. The tourists seem to be enjoying the natural beauty of the surroundings. Sigiriya has long been a popular tourist destination because of its natural beauty and historical value. Activity 10. A. State whether the following statements are true or false. Number 1. Madina has a map of ancient Ceylon in her collection of photographs. Brackets. Number 2. The map is marked in a different language. Brackets. Number 3. King Ravana built the Sigiriya rock fortress. Brackets. Number 4. Sigiriya is considered as one of the wonders of the world. Brackets. Number 5. Sigiriya is a famous tourist destination. Brackets. B. Refer to a dictionary and find synonyms for the following words. Number 1. Ancient. Number 2. Important. Number 3. Popular. Number 4. Built. Number 5. Different. Activity 11. Speaking or writing. Number 1. Select any one of the pictures given below and describe it. Number 2. Write the description in your writing book. Activity 12. Write a description on one of the famous tourist destinations in Sri Lanka. You may include the location, the speciality, why you like that place, things to see, etc. Reading. Kishan started practicing that presentation. Good morning, dear teacher and my dear friends. This presentation is on the irrigation system of Sri Lanka, which dates back to 300 BC. We Sri Lankans are proud of the many wondrous water managing systems of the ancient civilizations. We were the first to build water reservoirs to store water, which are known as tanks. Within bracket, Veva or Kulam. Many Sri Lankan kings such as King Bandugabaya, King Vasaba, King Mahasen, King Tadusena, King Akbar I, King Akbar II, and King Parakiramabahu the Great built tanks to improve farming in Sri Lanka. The ancient kings followed the advice of the Buddhist monks and ruled the country. This led to the ancient concept of tank and stupa. I am sure that you all know the reason why these great kings built tanks. Can you tell me why? Well, it's pretty obvious that the kings had a vision to cultivate the land and to make the country self-sufficient. Now, I'll show you a cross-section of a tank. Paddy track, settlements, tank bund, tank, rock outcropped. Well, friends, I have some more key points to discuss. I need your help to finish the rest. Activity 13. Writing. Work in pairs. Continue the presentation using the rest of the facts given below. Add more details. Anuradhapura and Polonnaruwa are the kingdoms where we find most of the tanks. The irrigation agriculture helped in making ancient Sri Lanka a self-sufficient country. Sri Lankans have 2 seasons for farming. Rice, the staple food of Sri Lanka. Man-made lakes. The royal master builder of tanks was King Parakiramabahu the Great within bracket 1164 to 1196 AD. Constructed or restored 165 dams, 3,910 canals, 163 major tanks and 2,376 minor tanks. Sri Lanka came to be known as the Granary of the East. This is the end of Unit 3. This audiobook is presented by Batticaloa Ramakrishna Mission. Grade 11 English. Educational Publications Department. 6th Print 2020. Unit 4 For a Better Tomorrow. Activity 1 Act Out. Practice this television interview. Presenter. Good morning. Once again we join you in your favorite program For a Better Tomorrow. Our topic today is polythene and the environment. To share some valuable ideas on this topic, we have with us one of the eminent environmentalists in the country, Mr. Sunil Veerasinghe. Welcome to the program, Mr. Veerasinghe. Sunil Veerasinghe. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Interviewer. As we are well aware, polythene has become a major environmental issue. Talking about polythene and the environment, what is the biggest problem related to polythene? Sunil Veerasinghe. The biggest problem is that most types of polythene don't decay. They accumulate in the environment, and that in turn creates many other problems. Interviewer. I am sure our viewers would like to know about these problems. Could you tell us something about them? Sunil Veerasinghe. Well, it seems that a lot of people have the habit of throwing polythene bags carelessly and haphazardly into the environment. This often leads to problems like land pollution and land infertility. Polythene also blocks sewage systems and water sources. Another problem is that rainwater collected in polythene bags provides breeding grounds for mosquitoes. This is really unfortunate. We will be living in an extremely unhealthy environment if such a situation is to continue. Interviewer. Can't we burn polythene instead? Sunil Veerasinghe. Unfortunately, that doesn't help much. Burning polythene creates a lot of harmful gases and substances. They are harmful to all living things. Interviewer. How about the effect of polythene on animal life? Sunil Veerasinghe. Sadly, a lot of animals die after eating polythene as it is not digested. Interviewer. So, what are your suggestions? Should we stop using polythene? Sunil Veerasinghe. Not exactly. I think we should try to minimize the use of polythene. Taking reusable bags when marketing is a possible way of reducing the use of polythene. Recycling polythene is another solution. Interviewer. Reduce, reuse and recycle. We should all think about it. With that thought, we come to the end of our program. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Veerasinghe. Sunil Veerasinghe. Thank you for inviting me. Interviewer. We hope to meet our viewers next week at the same time. Have a good day. Activity 2. Number 1. Match A and B. Number 1. Most types of polythene do not decay. Number 2. Polythene bags are thrown into the environment. Number 3. Rainwater is collected in polythene bags. Number 4. Animals eat polythene. Number 5. Polythene bags are collected in water sources. B. A. It causes land pollution. B. They die because of undigested polythene. C. Water is polluted. D. Mosquitoes breed in them. E. They accumulate in the environment. Number 2. Find the adjectives used in the conversation to describe these words. Example, favorite program. Blank, problem. Blank, ideas. Blank, pollution. Blank, environmentalist. Blank, gases. Number 3. Find the sentences or phrases used to. Number 1. Start the TV program. Number 2. Introduce the environmentalist to the viewers. Number 3. Ask the environmentalist suggestions on something. Number 4. Disagree to an idea. Number 5. End the TV program. Number 4. Find the adverbs used in the conversation. Revision point. Adverbs. Adverbs describe the action. A lot of people have the habit of throwing polythene bags carelessly. Within bracket, manner. It's a pleasure to be here. Within bracket, place. Our topic today is polythene and the environment. Within bracket, time. We usually eat rice and curry for dinner. Within bracket, frequency. I am extremely sorry for the delay. Within bracket, degree. Activity 3. The words underlined in these sentences are used incorrectly. Rewrite the sentences correctly. Number 1. Plants grow quick in the rich soil. Number 2. Some factories discharge their waste direct into water bodies. Number 3. I usually use recycled paper for my greeting cards. Number 4. Our project was successful because everybody worked efficient. Number 5. Awareness programs on public health should be conducted regularly. Activity 4. Writing. Write a paragraph about the 3 R's using the given tree diagram. 3. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Arrow mark, reduce. Buy only what is necessary. Buy in bulk to reduce waste created in packaging. Reuse, glass bottles, ceramic cups, paper bags, etc. instead of plastic. Cloth bags, reed baskets. Recycle, cans, glass, plastic, electronic equipment. You may include sentences like reduce, reuse, recycle, known as the 3 R's, are 3 great ways to minimize waste and protect our environment. We should always try to reduce the waste we create. Reusing is an environmentally friendly habit. Recycling is another good way to cut down the accumulation of waste. Activity 5. Group work. Write a script for an interview on one of the following topics and conduct the interview in the classroom. You can have a live interview with the whole class as the audience. They could be allowed to ask questions. Topics: the dengue epidemic, effects of deforestation, noise and air pollution. Activity 6. Writing. Convert these sentences to reported speech. Number 1. The invitee said, within inverted commas, "It's a pleasure to be here." Number 2. The interviewer asked, within inverted comma, "Should we stop using polythene?" Number 3. The scientist said, within inverted comma, "I am conducting a research on global warming." Number 4. Mr. Soisa said, within inverted comma, "I visited Singharaja forest last month." Number 5. Mrs. Fernando said, within inverted comma, "I have been to Yala National Park." Activity 7. Reading or writing. Read the following posters and write the message conveyed by each one. Save water. The world is in your hands. Water scarcity is now the single biggest threat to global food security. You don't trash your own home, do you? Why trash mine? Use low energy, low wastage bulbs. Turn off lights when they are not needed. Make use of natural light in classrooms and offices by opening windows and blinds. Share newspapers and magazines. Recycle waste papers. Reuse folders, envelopes, etc. Do not use fertilizers and pesticides excessively. They destroy beneficial soil organisms. First column, poster number. Second column, the message it conveys. Example, number 1, save water, don't waste water. Activity 8. Complete these sentences using the adjectives and adverbs found in the posters. Natural, soil, global, single, excessively. Number 1. We have to preserve blank resources for the future. Number 2. Accumulation of polythene in the environment has become a blank environmental issue. Number 3. Cutting down trees causes blank erosion. Number 4. Water is precious. We should not waste a blank drop. Number 5. The monsoon rains were blank heavy this year. Number 9. Listening. Your teacher will read out an announcement. Listen to it and select the correct answer. Number 1. The announcement is issued by 1. Colombo South Municipal Council. 2. Nuwara Municipal Council. Number 2. This announcement is about 1. A power interruption. 2. A water supply interruption. Number 3. The areas that will be affected are 1. Giragama, Giribat Kumbura and Ilugoda. 2. Muskelia, High Forest and Nanuoya. Number 4. The date of the interruption is 1. 30th of November. 2. 13th of November. Number 5. The time of the interruption is 1. From 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. 2. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Number 6. The reason for the interruption is 1. Shortage of water due to drought. 2. Cleaning of the storage tanks. Activity 10. Group work. Select one of the areas given below. Fill in the missing information on your own and prepare an announcement about a scheduled power interruption. Present it to the class. The other groups can note down the information. Area, date, time duration, affected areas, reason. Example: Batticaloa 01/02/2016 08.00-16.00 Kande Kumbura Ratnoda Gama repairs to the transformers. Anuradhapura Kekirava Koravapatana installing generators. Trincomalee 12/08/2016 Kinnia Morawever pruning trees near power lines. Peradeniya 13.00-17.00 Muruthalawa Colombo 9.00-12.00 Activity 11. Reading or writing. Animals on the verge of extinction. Polar bears. Polar bears live across the Arctic in Canada, Alaska, Greenland, Russia, Denmark, and Norway. They are the first animals to be threatened because of global warming. They need a cold climate, snow, and ice of the Arctic regions to survive. When the snow and ice in the polar regions melt, these animals lost their natural habitat. Scientists say that polar bears are in danger of becoming extinct in about 50 years. Lions. Lions were wide-ranging animals. In the past, they wandered freely in Africa, Asia, Europe, and India. Now they are confined to Africa and to a small area in India. Loss of habitat, loss of prey, and support hunting have made this majestic animal endangered. Scientists warn that if these activities are to continue, African lions could very well be extinct by 2050. Blue whales. Blue whales live in all the oceans except the polar seas. They have become endangered due to being hunted for blubber and body parts. For this reason, they have been declared protected animals since 1966. Global warming also harms blue whales. Temperature changes in water due to global warming may induce migration to wrong places where food supply could be low. It is believed that 10,000 to 25,000 blue whales swim in the oceans of the world. Elephants. Elephants, world's largest animals on land, are now listed as endangered. The Asian elephant, which lives in South and Southeast Asia, is threatened due to high human population in the region. Forests are decreased day by day due to the clearance of land for settlements, agriculture and development projects. The African elephant is endangered mainly due to poaching for ivory. Read the descriptions and complete the table. Name of the animal, habitat, within bracket, where it lives. The reason for it being endangered. Match the words with their meanings. Number 1. Global warming. Number 2. Natural habitat. Number 3. Extinct. Number 4. Endangered. Number 5. Poaching. A. Threatened with extinction. B. No longer existing or living. C. The illegal hunting, killing and capturing wild animals. D. The natural environment in which a group of species lives. C. The increase of the Earth's average surface temperature due to the effect of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide. Revision point. Capitalization. The first letter of a sentence. Example. Lions are endangered animals. Names of people and places. Example. Veerasinghe, Radhika, Batticaloa, Canada, Asia. Pronoun I. Example. Where did I put my spectacles? The days of the week and months of the year. Sunday, January. Titles. Example. Mr., Dr., Mrs., Miss. The first letter of a sentence that is a direct quote. Example. The interviewer asked, inverted comma, should we stop using polythene? Inverted comma. Names of bodies of water. Example, Indian Ocean, the Nile. Names of the planets. Example, Mars, Jupiter, Earth. Names of nationalities, languages and religions. Indians, English, Buddhism, Christianity. Names of government bodies. Example, Municipal Council. Activity 12. Rewrite the following essay with correct capitalization. Flying kites is a favorite pastime of mine. Not only is it enjoyable and exciting, it is also an environmentally friendly recreational activity. It takes us out of doors into the fresh air as well. Every year in July and in August, my friends Udaya, Rishan and I go to Panandura beach to fly kites. We make kites of various shapes and sizes. Udaya's uncle, Mr. Pereira, always helps us with our work. He is very good at making kites. Apart from flying kites, we enjoy looking at kites. It is so exciting to see my colorful kites fluttering in the sky. We usually select Sundays because that's when you can see the most beautiful collection. Vishal says that the Chinese believe that looking up at a kite improves your eyesight. I think we are fortunate that Sri Lanka is an island surrounded by the Indian Ocean. That is why we have a plenty of wind to fly kites. Activity 13. Capitalization practice. Rewrite the sentences using capitals where necessary. Number 1. Scientists have not yet found out if Mars holds favorable climatic conditions to support life on it. Number 2. The municipal council takes our garbage to recycling centers every Saturday. Number 3. The river Nile originates in East Africa, flows through many countries including Ethiopia and Egypt, and empties its water into the Mediterranean Sea. Activity 14. Writing. Write an essay titled Let's Protect Our Environment. Activity 15. Group work. Speaking. Discuss the statement given below. Engage in a debate. It's possible to achieve development without harming the environment. This is the end of Unit 4. This audiobook is presented by Batticaloa Ramakrishna Mission, Grade 11 English, Educational Publications Department, 6th Print 2020. Unit 5. Best Use of Time. Activity 1. Speaking. Read the following sayings. Number 1. Remember that time is money. Number 2. Time stops for no one. Number 3. Time is what we want most, but we use worst. Number 4. One always has time enough if one will apply it well. Number 5. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. Charles Darwin. A. Do you agree with these sayings? B. Discuss with your partner and find the message conveyed by them. Activity 2. Act out. Rajan. Hey Samit, where are you going in such a hurry? Samit. We are late for cricket practices. If we hurry up, we can be there on time. Hasan. Take it easy. We are also going there. Rajan. Yes, we needn't run. Most of our friends will be late today. Samit. Can't you remember the cricket scholarship? Rajan. Oh no, I completely forgot that. But not to worry. We'll be late only by a few minutes. Samit. But it'll matter. Remember that the early bird catches the worm. Rajan. All right, carry on. You can be the early bird. We'll come slowly. Hassan. Yes, we'll see you there. Samit. Bye. See you. Activity 3. Speaking or writing. Work in groups and discuss the advantages of working on time. List them out. Activity 4. Listening. Samit was on time for cricket practices. There were only 6 students. The master in charge of cricket introduced a special guest who was a representative from the Ministry of Education. He briefed them about the cricket scholarship. Samit listened to him attentively and jotted down the important points. Number 1. Number of scholarships offered. Number 2. Number of areas to be completed in the application. Number 3. Where to paste the photograph. Number 4. Age limit. Number 5. Test to be faced by the applicants. Number 6. Duration of the scholarship. Number 7. Facilities. Number 8. Monthly allowance of the scholarship. Activity 5. Hassan and Rajan came late. They were looking for Samit. They saw some other friends writing something. Complete their conversation using the phrases given. Hassan. Hey Kishan, have you seen Samit? Kishan. Blank. Rajan. What is he doing there? Sadish. Blank. Hassan. Oh, what are you doing? Kishan. Blank. Rajan. An application form? What is it for? Dilan. Blank. Hassan. Where can we also get one? Kishan. Blank. Rajan. I hope we are not late. We are filling in an application form from the representative. He must be in the pavilion. It's for a cricket scholarship to Australia. He is speaking to the representative from the Ministry of Education. Read aloud. When Hassan and Rajan met the master in charge, he showed them the following poem, which was pasted on the wall of the staff room. Time. To realize the value of 1 year, ask a student who has failed a final exam. To realize the value of 1 month, ask a mother who has given birth to a premature baby. To realize the value of 1 week, ask an editor of a weekly newspaper. To realize the value of 1 hour, ask a diver who dives with an oxygen cylinder. To realize the value of 1 minute, ask the person who has missed a train, bus or plane. To realize the value of 1 second, ask a person who has survived an accident. To realize the value of 1 millisecond, ask the person who has won a silver medal in the Olympics. Time waits for no one. Treasure every moment you have. You will treasure it even more when you can share it with someone special. Author unknown. Activity 6. Writing. Complete the table following the example given. Time lost. Who would know the value of it? Example 1 year. A student who has failed a final exam. B. What is the message given in the poem? Activity 7. Writing. Hassan and Rajan apologized to their master in charge for being late. Write the conversation they had with the master in charge. Include their excuse and the master in charge advice. Activity 8. Writing. Study the following newspaper advertisement. Vacancy. Gajaba Sports Club is looking for a cricket coach for the senior cricket team with following qualifications. Should possess more than 10 years of experience in a similar capacity. Should be an energetic person with a proven track record. He will be paid an attractive remuneration. Walk-in interviewers every weekday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Gajaba Sports Complex Building. Call Mihira 01782559944 or email gajaba.club@schoolmail.com for more information. Secretary, Gajaba Sports Club. Imagine that you are a cricket coach who wishes to apply for the post advertised. Write an email to the secretary of the Gajaba Sports Club asking for more details. Within brackets, working hours, days and other facilities given. You may use the given format. gajaba.club@schoolmail.com. Cricket coach. Dear Sir, this is with regard to the advertisement which appeared in the Activity 9. Writing. Read the following article and answer the questions that follow. Anyone who prepares for an exam will have to plan and study according to a timetable. What is the best time of the day to study? For some, it's the daytime and for some others, it's at night. However, there are some students who struggle to find a suitable time to study due to many reasons. After a good night's sleep, people tend to have more energy and become more active during the day. Since most of the people are contactable during the day, it is easy to communicate with teachers, friends, and others to clarify any questions that you may have. Furthermore, the natural light you get during the day is better than the artificial light that you use at night. On the other hand, studying during the night can also be beneficial. During the night, the environment is very quiet. This creates a setting to study peacefully. Hence, there are fewer distractions than the daytime. When you study during the night, your creativity will increase and this in turn will help you to understand theories and concepts easily. Your analyzing ability also will be greater. However, the best time to study depends on an individual's personality, nature of the exam, time management, the natural sleep cycle of the person, the resources the person has, etc. Whatever the time you choose to study, it is important to be methodical. First, set a target and keep on recalling your target. Next, give yourself enough time to study and organize your study space. It will also be advantageous to work according to a timetable. Use follow charts and diagrams to concentrate on daily lessons. Practice past question papers. Discuss your answers with others. Get necessary clarifications from teachers. Organize study groups and associate with friends who have a spirit to study. You should not forget to take regular breaks. Eat nutritious food, drink plenty of water, and spend time with your family too. Above all, be positive and have faith in yourself. Then no one can stop you from achieving your target. A. Complete the table given below on advantages of studying during daytime or night. Advantages of studying during the daytime. Advantages of studying during the night. B. A. What are the steps you have to follow when studying? B. What time of the day do you study? Why? C. Give a suitable title to the article. Activity 10. Writing. Study the following pie chart. It shows the percentage of time spent on different activities by a grade 11 student. Write a description about the chart. The phrases given may help you. Time spent on different activities: studying, sleeping, traveling, classes, eating, relaxing. Lowest percentage, highest percentage, equal amount of, more time, less time. Revision point. Suffixes. We can change the word class of certain words with the use of suffixes. Example: slow, within bracket, adjective. Arrow mark, slowly, within bracket, adverb. Usual, within bracket, adjective. Arrow mark, usually, within bracket, adverb. Rare, within bracket, adjective. Arrow mark, rarely, within bracket, adverb. Play, within bracket, verb. Arrow mark, playful, within bracket, adjective. Appear, within bracket, verb. Arrow mark, appearance, within bracket, noun. Activity 11. Complete the table following the example. You may use a dictionary. Appreciate, calculate, admire, desire, move, tolerate, economy, care, beauty, wonder, fashion, honor, accept, capital, lazy. Noun, verb, adjective, adverb. Example: acceptance, acceptability, accept, acceptable, unacceptably. Activity 12. Use the correct form of the word in brackets to complete the following story. One day, Midun, blank, within bracket, want to see a dentist to get a tooth extracted. He, blank, within bracket, make an appointment with the dentist. Midun was, blank, within bracket, give a date and a time. So, he, blank, within bracket, keep on recalling the date and time. But he, blank, within bracket, be unsure about the time. However, on the day of the blank, within bracket, appoint, Midun went to see the dentist. When he, blank, within bracket, enter the clinic, a lady greeted him, blank, within bracket, warm, and talk to him blank within bracket polite. She blank within bracket ask for his details and blank within bracket give him an appointment number. Midun put it blank within bracket careful into his pocket and waited blank within bracket patient. He blank within bracket checked the number several times. His number blank within bracket B 6 and he entered the room blank within bracket quick when it blank within bracket B his turn. In the room there blank within bracket B 2 nurses and both were blank within bracket wear mask and it was difficult to identify them. Nobody blank within bracket utter a word. Midun was blank within bracket direct to a chair. What happened next? Continue this story and write a suitable ending. Activity 13. Match the following idioms with their meanings. Example: a month of Sundays, a very long period of time. Number 1, better late than never. Number 2, beat the clock. Number 3, turn back the hands of time. Number 4, behind the times. Number 5, the big time. To go back to the past. Being old-fashioned. The top level of a profession. Succeed in something before time is up. Better to do something late than not do it at all. This is the end of Unit 5. This audiobook is presented by Batticaloa Ramakrishna Mission, Grade 11 English, Educational Publications Department, 6th Print 2020. Unit 6, A Moment of Fun. Activity 1, Act Out. Let's watch a drama. Minuri: Hi, where are you going? What's in that box you are carrying? Rizna: We are preparing for the drama competition. I am taking some costumes for the actors. Minuri: What drama competition? Is your class organizing one? Rizna: No, not our class. It's the annual inter-house drama competition. The English Literary Association is organizing it. They conduct it every year. Minuri: Of course. Will there be many dramas? Rizna: There will be 4 dramas, one from each house. Minuri: What's the drama your house is performing? Rizna: The Caucasian Chalk Circle by the German playwright Bertolt Brecht. Minuri: How about the other houses? Rizna: One house is doing the Christmas Carol, another the Merchant of Venice. I think your house is performing Everyman. Minuri: I have read that play. Are you also acting? Rizna: Yes, of course. Minuri: Which character are you? Rizna: I am Grusha, one of the main characters in the play. All the students are invited. Don't forget to come. Definitely. I'd love to see it. Well, I have to go. The others have been practicing since 8 o'clock. Minuri: Okay, if you need any help with the preparations, please let me know. I sure will. Thanks. Activity 2. Writing. Answer these questions. What is Risna preparing for? What is in Risna's box? Who is organizing the drama competition? How many dramas will be staged? List them out. What character is Risna going to play? Revision point determiners. Note the following underlined words. What's that box you are carrying? We are preparing for the drama competition. We are going to have 4 dramas. Is your class organizing one? It's a play by the German playwright Bertolt Brecht. The words underlined in the above sentences function as determiners. A determiner is used to modify a noun. They tell us whether the noun phrase refers to someone or something specific or general. Example: noun phrase, that bundle. A play. Determiner within bracket specific. Determiner within bracket general. Examples of determiners are the, a, an. This, that, these, those. My, our, your, his, her, its, their. 1, 2. Which, what, whose. Some, any, few, a little, much, many, more, most, several, all, half. Each, every. Activity 3. Writing. Copy these sentences in your book and underline the determiners. The vacation we spent in Nuerelia was wonderful. My uncle works in that factory. She is the lady I saw at the village market yesterday. Mr. Sumanasena can speak many languages. Which house is yours? This work is very easy. Any child can do it. Activity 4. Writing. Complete the sentences using the given determiners. There are blank books on agriculture in the library. I am sure you can find what you need. I would like blank glass of milk, please. Aren't there blank mangoes in the basket? Only blank seats are available for the show. She brought blank little brother to the concert. This, any, many, her, which, a few, a. Revision point. The present tense. The simple present tense. 4 habitual actions. Example: they conduct the drama competition every year. The present continuous tense. For an action happening at the moment of speaking. Example: I am taking some costumes for the actors. For an action happening at present, but not necessarily at the moment of speaking. Example: we are preparing for the drama competition. The present perfect tense. For past actions which are connected or relevant to the present in some way. The exact time of the action is not usually mentioned. Example: I have read that play. The present perfect continuous tense. For actions that began in the past and are still continuing. Example: The others have been practicing since 8 o'clock. Activity 5. Writing. Complete the sentences using the above tenses. Number 1. A. Have you been to Trincomalee? B. No, I blank within brackets not. How long blank it usually blank within bracket take to get their bus. Number 2. You blank within bracket study since early morning. Please take a rest. Number 3. Tisuri is a good friend of mine. I blank within bracket know her since childhood. Number 4. I blank within bracket go to the library. Would you like to come with me? Number 5. The southwest monsoon usually blank within bracket bring a lot of rain. Number 6. My brother blank within bracket study hard for an examination these days. Activity 6. Writing. Jerome saw this notice on the school notice board. Read it and complete the information sheet. Auditions. Would you like to take part in the inter-house drama competition? Then come join us. We are casting for Everyman, The Caucasian Chalk Circle, The Merchant of Venice, The Christmas Carol. Auditions will be held on Friday, 20th September at 2 p.m. at the school main hall. Secretary, English Literary Association. This notice is about blank, date, blank, time, blank, place, blank. Activity 7. Writing. Jerome's friend Farooq likes acting, but he is absent today. Imagine you are Jerome and write a note to Farooq informing him about the auditions. Activity 8. Writing. Prepare a notice for any one of the following. Calling for new members for the school band or choir. Calling for new members for the school dance troupe. Activity 9. Reading. Forms of entertainment. Entertainment is a performance or an activity that provides enjoyment to an audience. There are many forms of entertainment. Among them, films, dramas, music, dancing, and opera are the most popular. All of these are art forms in which the medium of expression is different. A drama is a piece of writing that tells a story and is meant for performance. Originally, dramas were meant to be acted on stage before a live audience. Radio and television dramas were later developments. A film is a similar art form where a series of images creates the illusion of continuous movement on a screen. Both dramas and films provide an audio-visual, realistic experience to spectators who often tend to identify themselves with the characters. Music is another popular form of entertainment. Music is considered the universal language of mankind. That is because a piece of music has the ability to appeal to listeners who are not even familiar with its language or the culture. That is why some musicians are famous all over the world, even though their fans may not understand the language in which they sing. The rhythmic movement of the body and feet to music is called dancing. Dancing exists in all cultures in different forms and styles. Opera is an art form in which music, singing, drama, poetry, and dancing are all combined together. Opera can be defined as musical drama. This is a classical form of entertainment preferred mostly by adults. People need to engage in enjoyable activities in order to balance their busy lives. Entertainment helps people to become relaxed. At the same time, it is not good to spend too much time on entertainment. We may become addicted to it and neglect important things such as education or work. Maintaining a proper balance between work and pleasure will help us to lead a productive life. Number 1. Read the above article and complete the following sentences. Some examples for different forms of entertainment are blank. Both dramas and films provide blank. Entertainment helps people to blank. Spending too much time on entertainment could blank. Number 2. Find definitions for the following words from the text. Entertainment, drama, film or movie, dancing. Activity 10. Writing. Read these words aloud. Select and write words for each group. Electrician, nation, beautician, election, politician, addition, expression, passion, profession, discussion, decision, condition, magician, mention, optician, technician, admission, accommodation, promotion, description, occasion, commission, session, mathematician, permission, illusion. Sun, shun, shun, sun. Example: television, expression, education, musician. Activity 11. Reading. Read the poem and answer the questions. Poem. Leisure. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare, no time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep and cows, no time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass, no time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars like skies at night, no time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet how they can dance, no time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. A poor life this if, full of care, we have no time to stand and stare. W. H. Davis. Number 1. Stand and stare. In line 2 means A. Relax and look around us. B. Do nothing. C. Stand in one place. D. Stare at something. Number 2. According to the poet, why can't we see where squirrels hide nuts? Because A. They run away when they see us. B. We are too busy to stop and enjoy the beauty of nature. C. We dislike animals. D. There are no squirrels in the woods. Number 3. Streams full of stars like skies at midnight means A. Stars are reflected in the streams at midnight. B. When the rays of the sun fall on the streams, the stones beneath glitter like stars in the sky. C. Stones in the streams in the area are shaped like stars. D. Shooting stars fall into the streams at night. Number 4. Which of these is not a theme of this poem? A. The importance of leisure. B. Relaxing and appreciating nature. C. The beauty of nature. D. Idling and wasting time. Number 5. Find the rhyming words in the poem. Number 6. This poem creates a lot of images in our mind. What are they? Example, stand under the branches of green trees. Number 7. Read the given explanations and answer the questions based on the poem. Stanza. A group of lines in poetry that forms a smaller unit by themselves. Some examples for stanzas. Couplet. A stanza with 2 rhyming lines. Quatrain. A stanza with 4 lines that may or may not rhyme. Simile. An expression that compares 2 different things showing similarities. Repetition. Repeating a word, phrase, line or stanza to draw attention to an idea. A. How many stanzas are there in this poem? B. What type of stanzas are they? C. Are there any similes used in this poem? What are they? D. Is repetition used in this poem? Show some examples. Activity 12. Speaking. Practice this conversation with your friend. Mrs. Ganeshan phoned Star Cinema, a movie theatre, to book some tickets to watch a film. Ticket clerk. Good evening, Star Theatre. Mrs. Ganeshan. Good evening. Can I reserve some tickets for the 2:30 show of The Mountain Adventures on the 10th? Ticket clerk. I am sorry, madam. They are all sold out. Mrs. Ganeshan. Is that so? Do you have any tickets available for the other shows? Ticket clerk. Yes, madam. There are tickets available for the 4:30 and 6:30 shows. Mrs. Ganeshan. That's great. Could you tell me the prices, please? Ticket clerk. Certainly. Balcony tickets are 300 rupees. The others are priced at 150 and 250 rupees. Mrs. Ganeshan. Is there a booking fee? Ticket clerk. No, madam. Mrs. Ganeshan. I'd like to book 4 250 rupee tickets. Ticket clerk. May I know your name, please? Mrs. Ganeshan. 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 Ticket clerk. How would you like to pay? In cash or by credit card? Mrs. Ganeshan. In cash. Can I pay when I collect the tickets? Ticket clerk. Yes, madam. Please purchase your tickets before 5:30 p.m. Otherwise, this booking will be cancelled. Mrs. Ganeshan. I understand. Thank you. Ticket clerk. You are welcome. Have a nice day. Activity 13. Listening. Write numbers from 1 to 6 in your exercise book. Your teacher will read out 6 sentences based on the above telephone conversation. Listen to them and mark them true within bracket T or false within bracket F. Activity 14. Group work. Write a telephone conversation for one of these situations. Present it to the class. To reserve train tickets. To make an appointment to visit the planetarium during your trip to Colombo. To make an appointment to see a doctor or dentist. To reserve tickets to see a musical program. Revision point. Masculine and feminine nouns. Grammatical gender is a system of noun classification. Masculine nouns are words for men, boys, and male animals. Feminine nouns are words for women, girls, and female animals. There are nouns that do not fall into the above 2 categories. They are gender neutral. Activity 15. Fill in the table with the correct noun. God, lass, empress, grandchild, stallion, toddler, ram, lad, goddess, duke, wizard, heir, emperor, steward, Eve, landlord, mayor, heiress, witch, landlady, duchess, stewards. Masculine form, feminine form, gender neutral. This is the end of Unit 6. This audiobook is presented by Batticaloa Ramakrishna Mission. Grade 11 English. Educational Publications Department. 6th Print 2020. Unit 7 Simple Living. Activity 1 Speaking or Writing. Look at the following pictures. Write an instruction for each picture. Follow the example given. Example A. Don't eat junk food. Activity 2 Listening. Number 1. Shashi is a blank-year-old boy. A. 15, B. 16, C. 17, D. 18. Number 2. He is the blank in the family. A. Only child, B. Youngest, C. Eldest, D. Middle child. Number 3. Shashi's father is a blank. A. Supervisor, B. Security guard, C. Security officer, D. Office assistant. Number 4. Shashi's mother is an or a blank. A. Representative, B. Office assistant, C. Executive, D. Manager. Number 5. Shashi's sister is blank years old. A. 12, B. 13, C. 14, D. 15. 6. The radio announcement was about a blank. A. Water cut, B. Power cut, C. Bus strike, D. Train strike. Activity 3. Writing. Write a paragraph on what you and your family did last weekend. Activity 4. Act out. Rashmika. Here, I've got a bunch of grapes to share with you. Anuradha. Thanks. Rashmika. You seem worried. Is anything wrong? Anuradha. You know, it's not always good to be the youngest in a family. Rashmika. Why is that? Anuradha. Because I always get hand-me-downs and what my brother has used. Rashmika. So, what's wrong with that? Anuradha. I don't get anything new. Rashmika. Don't say that, Anuradha. Our parents always try to give us the best. Anuradha. Yes, it's true for my brother, but not for me. I have to use his cricket gear. Remember the pile of storybooks I have? I got them from my brother. Rashmika. Oh, really? But your collection of books is the best among us. Anuradha. But they were passed down to me after my brother used them. Rashmika. Come on, my friend, don't worry. Even I use my brother's box of mathematical instruments and his old school bag. Anuradha. No, Rashmika, I don't like it. I am so upset. Rashmika. Hey, be cool. Come, I'll show you an interesting article. Anuradha. All right. Activity 5. Vocabulary. Form collective nouns using the words in the two boxes. Bunch, flock, herd, pack, swam, team, pile, board, bundle. Directors, bees, sticks, elephants, flowers, newspapers, wolves, players, birds. Activity 6. Writing. Complete the following grid. Collective nouns. People. A group of men, a team of players, a gang of thieves, a panel of blank, a regiment of blank, blank. Animal. A flock of birds, a hive of bees, a pack of wolves, a herd of blank, blank, blank. Others. A stack of wood, a fleet of ships, a group of blank, a bunch blank, a chest of blank, blank. Activity 7. Writing. Complete the following collective nouns. A bouquet of blank, a chef of blank, a band of blank, a team of blank, a string of blank, 3 bouquets of blank, shapes of blank, the bands of blank. Activity 8. Reading. Read and answer. Given below is the article shown to Anuradha by Rashmika. When we study the history of the world, we can see that many religious leaders, political leaders, and social activists lived simple lives as minimalists. This quality attracted many disciples and followers around the world. Mahatma Gandhi is considered as the father of the nation by the Indians. He was an inspiring philosopher and a leader who led a simple life. Gandhi was actually born into an affluent family and had a very privileged upbringing. Gandhi accumulated little, ate the amount he needed to eat, dressed simply and led a simple stress-free life. He was a man who believed in being non-possessive and didn't even own a house. When Gandhi died, he had less than 10 personal possessions, including a watch, a pair of spectacles, a pair of sandals, and his eating bowl. Although some considered him to have died a pauper, he influenced the lives of many. Even today, his way of life continues to inspire many others around the world. However, at present, it is believed to be difficult to minimize the living conditions to such an extent. One must learn to use, buy, or do things that they really ought to do rather than doing them just because the others do. Life becomes easy when one learns to reuse, recycle, and give things away. Self-sufficiency also is a good trait of a person who leads a simple life. If one can manage his own work, such as painting one's room, clearing the garden, or mending a shoe, etc., it makes life easier. In addition, if one is in the habit of growing fruits and vegetables for one's own consumption, that person saves a lot of money for a worthy cause. A person who leads a simple life is stress-free and has the opportunity to live a life that is inspired or inspiring. Number 1. State whether the following are true within bracket T or false within bracket F according to the text. A. Minimalists live a simple life. B. Mahatma Gandhi was born into a poor family. C. Gandhi had only 10 things of his own when he died. D. Self-sufficiency is a trait of simple life. Number 2. Find similar words or phrases from the text for the following. A. Wealthy. B. Collected. C. Gains. Number 3. Find opposites for the following. A. Easy. B. Complex. C. Maximize. Number 4. Give a suitable title to the text. Number 5. What are the good practices of a simple lifestyle? Discuss and list them out. Number 6. Write a speech on the value of leading a simple life and present it to the class. Activity 9. Reading or writing. Read aloud the following text and do the activities that follow. The last wishes of Alexander the Great. The name of Alexander the Great within bracket 356 to 323 BC still lives in the legends of the East, and traces of his swift conquest are still stamped upon the fabric of Western Asia. His name is famous as a conqueror and as the king of Macedonia. Alexander the Great was born in the Pella region of Macedonia on July 20, 356 BC to King Philip II of Macedon and Queen Olympia. This young, dark-eyed and curled-haired prince was tutored by the great philosopher Aristotle. Alexander the Great conquered half the known world in 13 years. This ruler swept aside the mighty armies of the Persian Empire and established his rule as far as Punjab. Alexander the Great was for more than a general and a leader of armies. His colossal victories were followed by sympathetic, understanding administration and had won the loyalty of the defeated. Alexander, after conquering many kingdoms, was returning home. On the way, he fell ill. Knowing that his death was nearing, he longed to see his mother's face. However, he realized that his sinking health would not permit him to reach his mother, as he was far from his homeland. Alexander the Great realized that all his wealth and his conquest, his great army, his sharp sword, would not help him to save his life. He called his generals and said, "I will depart from this world soon. I have 3 wishes. Please carry them out without fail." With tears following down their cheeks, the generals agreed to abide by their king's last wishes. Number 1. "My first desire is that," said Alexander, "my physicians alone must carry my coffin." Number 2. After a pause, he continued, "Secondly, I desire that when my coffin is being carried to the grave, the path leading to the graveyard be strewn with gold, silver, and precious stones which I have collected in my treasury." Number 3. The king felt exhausted after saying this. He took a minute's rest and continued, "My third and last wish is that both my hands be kept dangling out of my coffin." All who were around were in tears, but there was none who was brave enough to inquire the reasons for the wishes except for the favorite general. As a reply, this great ruler said, "I would like the world to know of the 3 lessons I have just learnt. I want my physician to carry my coffin because people should realize that no doctor on this earth can really cure anybody. They are powerless and cannot save a person from the clutches of death. So let not people take life for granted." The second wish of stoning gold, silver, and other riches on the path to the graveyard is to tell people that not even a fraction of gold will come with me. I spent all my life in greed for power, earning riches, but I cannot take anything with me. Let people realize that it is a sheer waste of time to chase wealth. About my third wish of having my hands dangling out of the coffin, I wish people to know that I came empty-handed into this world, and empty-handed I go out of this world. Leaving these 3 important lessons, this great conqueror let death conquer him. Number 1. Complete the following chart. Alexander the Great. Birth year, mother, father, country ruled, conquered area, death, 3 wishes. Number 2. Find synonyms for the following from the text. A. Medical practitioner. B. A box in which the dead body is placed or buried or cremated. C. Hanging. D. A person who takes possession of land by force. E. Funds of the government. F. A wise person who has specialized philosophy. Number 3. Pronounce the following words. A. Philosopher. B. Practitioner. C. Physics. D. Physician. E. Coffin. F. Treasury. G. Conquer. H. Sympathy. I cure. Number 4. Answer the following. 1. Do you consider King Alexander the Great as a great king? Why? 2. What is the lesson you learned from this great king? 3. Find more information about Alexander the Great and some other leaders. Write a composition on the title, What We Can Learn from Great Personalities. Activity 10. Act out. Manjita. Hey Kavindu. Why are you in a bad mood? Kavindu. Today I have to do everything all by myself. Riyaz. What's that? Kavindu. Both my mother and father left home early in the morning. Majita. Wait. Today is Sunday. Do they go to work during the weekend too? Kavindu. No. They had to go to see my grandfather. Riyaz. What's wrong with him? Kavindu. He's had a fall. It happened last night. Manjita. Oh, I am sorry. Kavindu. I have to take care of everything at home. Riyaz. Don't worry, my friend. We'll help you. Kavindu. There will be some visitors too. Manjita. So, we'll get together and arrange something for them. Riyaz. Yes. Kavindu. Give me 5 minutes. I'll make tea for you. Manjita. No thanks. We have just had some tea. Let's prepare something for the visitors. Activity 11. Speaking. Answer the questions orally. Number 1. Why was Kavindu in a bad mood? Number 2. Who visited him? Number 3. What had happened to Kavindu's grandfather? Number 4. Did Kavindu prepare tea for his friends? Why? Number 5. What were they going to do next? Activity 12. Grammar. Read the text aloud, paying special attention to the highlighted phrases. One evening, Kavindu's parents received a call from his aunt. It was bad news. Kavindu's grandfather had had a fall. His aunt had taken him to the doctor, and the doctor had prescribed a cast. Kavindu's parents decided to visit him. Kavindu and his sister agreed to stay at home. The following morning, when the children got up, their parents had left for the hospital. Kavindu, the eldest, had to take care of his little sister. When the sister got up, Kavindu had already got up and had prepared their bed tea. He had his and had put his sister's into the flask. When Kavindu's friends arrived, he had already dusted the furniture and had swept the house. Kavindu's friends had come to invite him to a party, but they all decided to stay with Kavindu until his parents came home. Revision point. Past perfect tense. Kavindu's parents left home at 5 o'clock. Kavindu got up at 6 o'clock. When Kavindu got up, his parents had left home. Activity 13. Writing. Construct sentences using the words in brackets. Number 1. Kavindu's parents were not at home when Manjita and Riyaz arrived. Within bracket, they already left. Number 2. Kavindu invited his friends for tea. Within bracket, but they already had tea Manjita's place. Number 3. Kavindu wanted to send a book to grandfather. Within bracket, but parents left when he got up. Number 4. Kavindu's sister wanted to help her brother. Within bracket, he done everything, she got up. Number 5. When Kavindu's parents returned home. Within bracket, Kavindu and friends already prepared dinner. Revision point. Reported speech. Direct speech. Reported speech. Simple past, arrow mark, past perfect or simple past. Present perfect, arrow mark, past perfect. Activity 14. Writing. Report what Kavindu said to his friends. I dusted the furniture. My sister got up. My mother has left a note for me. I prepared tea for her. My parents have gone to see my grandfather. Number 1. Kavindu said that blank. Number 2. Blank. Report what Kavindu's friends asked. Why did you call us? Manchita. Why did you stay at home? Why did they leave so early? Riaz. Why did you do everything alone? Number 1. Manchita asked Kavindu why he had called them. Number 2. Blank. Number 3. Blank. Number 4. Blank. Activity 15. Vocabulary. The following pictures show different actions. Copy the list of verbs into your writing book and match them with the given pictures. Write the number of the picture against the verb. Sift or sieve. Dice, slice, fry, knead, mix, stir, grind, squeeze, peel, scrape, chop, boil, add, beat, simmer, drain, pound. Mother calls home. Mother. Hello, son. Kavindu. Hello, mother. How's grandfather? Mother. He's all right now, but we'll get late to come. Kavindu. Oh, I see. Mother. I was worried about you and your sister. Kavindu. We are fine. My friends are here. We have been cooking. Mother. Oh, son, that's great. Kavindu. We have already cooked rice and made a coconut sambal. Mother. You can make a dal curry too. Kavindu. Can you quickly give us the instructions? I'll put the phone on the speaker. Mother. That's good. Kavindu. Tell us, mother. Mother. All right. Here we go. First, scrape the coconut. Then, Activity 16. Group work. Discuss continue the list of instructions given by Kavindu's mother. Activity 17. Writing. Refer to the pictures given above on actions related to cooking and complete the table given below. Using imperatives for instructions. Dice the vegetables. Boil water. Instruction in passive form. First, the vegetables are diced. Boiled potatoes are smashed. Activity 18. Writing. For pupils who obtained best results at an examination, got the opportunity to go on a wonderful journey. A journey to simplicity. Welcome to simplicity. Enjoy the journey. Following notices were displayed at the entrance. Eco-friendly vehicles only. Nature lovers are welcome. No polythene. No excessive stuff. Imagine that you are one of the pupils who went on the journey and built up a story. Give an interesting start and an ending to your story. Include the following. What did you bring with you? What did you see and did there? People or animals or special creatures you met. What did you feel? This is the end of Unit 7. This audiobook is presented by Batticaloa Ramakrishna Mission. Grade 11 English. Educational Publications Department. 6th Print 2020. Unit 8. Reading is fun. Reading. Robinson Crusoe has captured the imagination of countless readers with the story of one man's survival on a remote island far from civilization. The book is thought to be one of the first English novels, but it is a timeless story of a merchant's trading voyages and adventurers at sea. Read the extract taken from it and do the activities that follow. Daniel Defoe was born in 1660 in London, England. He became a merchant and participated in several businesses. He was also prolific political pamphleteer. Late in life, he turned his pen to fiction and wrote Robinson Crusoe, one of the most widely read and influential novels of all time. Defoe died in 1731. My thoughts were now wholly employed about securing myself against either savages, if any should appear, or wild beasts, if any were in the island. And I had many thoughts of the method how to do this, and what kind of dwelling to make, whether I should make me a cave in the earth, or a tent upon the earth. And in short, I resolved upon both, the manner and description of which it may not be improper to give an account of. I soon found the place I was in was not fit for my settlement, because it was upon a low, moorish ground near the sea, and I believe it would not be wholesome, and more particularly because there was no fresh water near it. So I resolved to find a more healthy and more convenient spot of ground. I consulted several things in my situation, which I found would be proper for me. First, health and fresh water. I just now mentioned. Secondly, shelter from the heat of the sun. Thirdly, security from ravenous creatures, whether man or beast. Fourthly, a view to the sea, that if God sent any ship in sight, I might not lose an advantage for my deliverance, of which I was not willing to banish all my expectation yet. In search of a place proper for this, I found a little plain on the side of a rising hill, whose front towards this little plain was steep as a house side, so that nothing could come down upon me from the top. On the one side of the rock there was a hollow place, worn a little way in, like the entrance or door of a cave, but there was not really any cave or way into the rock at all. Activity 1. Number 1. Indicate whether the following statements are true or false. Number 1. Robinson Crusoe was concerned about his security in the remote island. Number 2. He was not sure whether there were wild animals in the island. Number 3. He found the place he was already in suitable for his settlement. Number 4. He had fresh water where he already lived. Number 5. He wanted a view to the sea in the new place he was going to settle in. Number 2. Answer the following questions. Number 1. Against what did Robinson Crusoe want to secure himself? Number 2. What kind of a place did he plan to make for him to live? Why was the place he was in not good for him to live? Number 4. Name 2 things he considered before selecting a good place to live. Number 5. Briefly describe the place he found as a proper place for him to live. Number 6. What do the following underlined words in the passage refer to? A. This. B. It. Number 3. Note how the information is organized in the extract taken from Robinson Crusoe and reorder the following sentences. This is what Crusoe did when he was shipwrecked on the island. He assessed the conditions of the place he was already in. He resolved to find a suitable place to live. He decided on the conditions he needed in the new place. He wanted to secure himself from savages and wild animals. He decided on the right kind of dwelling. He searched for a proper place and found one. Number 4. Crusoe thought of 4 things before selecting a place to settle. Write them down in the correct order. Example. First, he made sure he could find fresh water easily. Number 5. Imagine your family is going to move to a new house. Write a paragraph describing things your family would pay attention to before selecting a new house. Begin like this. First, we would like to find a house closer to the city. Here is another equally famous book series children enjoy reading. Sherlock Holmes is a fictional character created by Scottish author and physician Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Sir Arthur Ignatius Conan Doyle was a Scottish writer and physician most noted for his fictional stories about the detective Sherlock Holmes. These stories are generally considered milestones in the field of crime fiction. This extract is taken from The Hound of Baskervilles in the Sherlock Holmes series. Read it and do the activities that follow. A terrible scream, a prolonged yell of horror and anguish burst out of the silence of the moor. The frightful cry turned the blood to ice in my veins. "Oh my God!" I gasped. "What is it? What does it mean?" Holmes and sprung to his feet, and I saw his dark, athletic outline at the door of the hut. His shoulders stooping, his head thrust forward, his face peering into the darkness. "Hush!" he whispered, "hush!" The cry had been loud on account of its vehemence, but it had pleaded out from somewhere far off on the shadowy plain. Now it burst upon our ears, nearer, louder, more urgent than before. "Where is it?" Holmes whispered, and I knew from the thrill of his voice and he, the man of iron, was shaken to the soul. Where is it, Watson? There, I think. I pointed into the darkness. No, there. Again, the agonized cry swept through the silent night, louder and much nearer than ever. And a new sound mingled with it, a deep muttered rumble music, and yet menacing, rising and falling like the low, constant murmur of the sea. The horned cried Holmes, "Come, Watson, come! Great heavens! If we are too late!" He had started running swiftly over the moor, and I had followed at his heels. But now from somewhere among the broken ground, immediately in front of us, there came one last despairing yell, and then a dull, heavy thud. We halted and listened. Not another sound broke the heavy silence of the wilderness night. I saw Holmes put his hand into his forehead like a man distracted. He stamped his feet upon the ground. "He has beaten us. Watson, we are too late." No, surely not. Fool, that I was to hold my hand, and you, Watson, see what comes of abandoning your charge. But, by heaven, if the worst has happened, we'll avenge him. Blindly, we ran through the gloom, blundering against boulders, forcing our way through gorse bushes, panting up hills and rushing down slopes, heading always in the direction when those dreadful sounds had come. At every rise, Holmes looked eagerly round him, but the shadows were thick upon the moor, and nothing moved upon its dreary face. Activity 2. Guess what is meant by the highlighted phrases in their context and select the correct answer. Number 1. Turn the blood to ice. A. Felt very sick. B. Felt very frightened. C. Felt very cold. Number 2. Man of iron. A. A strong man. B. A well-built man. C. A blacksmith. Number 3. Shaken to the soul. A. Shivering with cold. B. Very much shocked. C. Very much angry. Number 4. Beaten us. A. Hit us. B. Defeated us. C. Left us. Number 5. Nothing moved upon its dreary face. A. Everything was still in the dull moor. B. There was silence in the moor. C. Something with a dreary face moved in the moor. Activity 3. Writing. Let's do an adjective game. Work in small groups and find the adjectives that are used in the text to describe the following nouns. Copy the phrases into your notebook. Find other adjectives that can be used to describe the given nouns. Example: terrible scream, loud scream. Scream, yell, cry, outline, plain, night, rumble, murmur, ground, thud, silence, night, sounds, face. Activity 4. Underline the adjective. Find its opposite from the box. Number 1. The clothes are clean. Number 2. The homework is hard. Number 3. The party is noisy. Number 4. The man is poor. Number 5. The lights are on. Number 6. The perfume is expensive. Number 7. The car is fast. Number 8. The ground is wet. Number 9. My brother is tall. Number 10. The weather is cold. Rich, off, silent, dirty, short, hot, inexpensive, slow, dry, easy. Activity 5. Reading. Read the paragraph about Anne Frank and answer the questions. Anne Frank was a Jewish girl who had to go into hiding during World War II from the Nazis. Together with 7 others, she hid in a secret annex. After almost 2 years in hiding, they were discovered and deported to concentration camps. Anne's father, Otto Frank, was the only one of the 8 people to survive. After her death, Anne became world famous because of the diary she had written while in hiding. Anne Frank was born on 12 June 1929 in Frankfurt. The economic crisis, Hitler's rise to power and growing anti-Semitism (hatred against Jews) put an end to the family's carefree life. So, following what most of the Jews did, they decided to leave Germany to save their lives. Anne and others in hiding stayed very quietly. They were often afraid and, despite good and bad times, spent the time together. They were helped by the office workers Johannes Kalimann, Victor Hagler, Mead Geese, and Pep was killed by Mead's husband Jan Geese, and Warhouse boss Johannes was killed. Bep's father. These helpers arranged food, clothes, and books for them. Shortly before going into hiding, Anne received a diary for her birthday. She started writing straight away, and during her time in hiding, she wrote about events in the secret annex, about herself and about humanity. Her diary was a great support and source of relief to her. On 4th of August 1944, the people in hiding were arrested. They were deported to Auschwitz. Immediately after the arrest, Mead Geese and Bep rescued Anne's diary and papers that had been left behind in the secret annex. Despite intensive investigations, it had never been clear how the hiding place had been discovered. Today, people from all over the world learn of Anne Frank's story. Over the years, Otto Frank answered thousands of letters from people who had read his daughter's diary. In 1960, the Anne Frank house became a museum. Otto Frank remained involved with the Anne Frank house and campaigns for human rights until his death in 1980. Number 1. Where was Anne Frank born? Number 2. What did Anne and her family members go into hiding? Number 3. Where did they hide? Use your own words for the answer. Number 4. Why was it impossible for Anne's family to remain in their own country? Number 5. What kind of a life did they lead in hiding? Number 6. What did she write in her diary? Number 7. Why was she attached so much to the diary? Number 8. Why did Anne Frank become famous? Number 9. Where was the family sent after they were arrested? Activity 6. Complete with suitable adjectives. Number 1. The blank elephant loved peanuts. Number 2. The blank, sun melted the snow. Number 3, those blank, flowers are rare. Number 4, my blank, van is parked in front. Number 5, the blank, iguana scampered across the fence. Number 6, I love to pet blank rabbits. Number 7, our neighbor has a blank baby. Number 8, does blank music hurt your ears? Number 9, the blank boy was lost. Number 10, a blank wind blew from the west. Activity 7. Speaking. As the secretary of the Young Readers Club, you want to buy new books for the library. Interview 5 students about their interest in reading and fill in the following grid. First, introduce yourself. Example, I am the of the I want to. Name, Dumesha. Age, 15 years. Hometown, Kurulagama. Hobby or hobbies, reading or collecting stamps. Whether he or she likes reading. Yes. Favorite book, Jane Eyre. Favorite author, Charlotte Bronte. Activity 8. Writing. Now, write a letter to the manager of a bookshop in your area inquiring whether the books mentioned in this unit are available for you to buy for your library, including the following: names of the books, names of the writers, inquiry about the prices, etc. Activity 9. Listening. Copy the following sentences into your writing book. Listen and underline the word that is stressed each time the sentences are read. Then match the underlined sentences with their meanings. Sentences. Number 1. I think we should read books. Number 2. I think we should read books. Number 3. I think we should read books. Number 4. I think we should read books. Number 5. I think we should read books. Meanings. A. I strongly think that we should read. It's a must to read books. B. It's my idea that we should read books. I don't know how others think. C. I think we should read books, not write them. D. I think it is us who should read books, not our parents. E. I think we should read books, not newspapers or magazines. Revision point. Conjunctions. Conjunctions are words used to connect clauses or sentences. Because, and, but, or, while, after, unless, until, when. Activity 10. Fill in the blanks with a suitable conjunction. Within brackets, but, while, and, or, because. Number 1. Crusoe considered the threats that could come from man, blank, beast. Number 2. He didn't decide to stay near the sea, blank, there wasn't any fresh water. Number 3. They heard the cry louder, blank, nearer. Number 4. Homes were after him at a close distance, blank, the shadows were thick. Number 5. Blank, they were in the hut, a scream was heard. This is the end of Unit 8. This audiobook is presented by Batticaloa Ramakrishna Mission, Grade 11 English, Educational Publications Department, 6th Print 2020. Unit 9 Enigma. Activity 1 Act Out. Caller. Hello, can I speak to anyone? Operator. Yes, you can speak to me. Caller. No, I want to speak to anyone. Operator. Yes, I understand. You want to speak to anyone? You can speak to me. Who is this? Caller. I am someone and I need to talk to anyone. It's urgent. Operator. I know. You are someone and you want to talk to anyone. But what's this urgent matter about? Caller. Well, just tell my sister, anyone, that our brother, no one was involved in an accident. No one was injured and now no one is being sent to the hospital. Right now, my father, everyone is on his way to the hospital. Operator. Look. If no one was injured and no one was sent to the hospital, then the accident isn't an urgent matter. You may find this hilarious, but I don't have time for this. Caller. You are so rude. Who are you? Operator. I am sorry. Caller. Yes, you should be sorry. Now give me your name. Operator. That's what I said. I am sorry. Activity 2. Number 1. Complete the chart given below. Operator, caller, father, sister, brother. Number 2. What happened in this telephone conversation? Number 3. Imagine that you are going to make a similar call. Work in pairs. Use the following clues and write a telephone conversation. Caller's name is who. Operator's name is asking. Activity 3. Reading or writing. Read the following text and answer the questions that follow. What can you say about the pictures shown above? They are strange circles and patterns seen on farming areas or sites. These patterns are called crop circles. The circles are mostly found in the United Kingdom, but have spread to dozens of countries around the world during the past decades. It is said that crop circles appear every week, somewhere around the world. These circles are considered mysterious since the strange circles and patterns appear mysteriously overnight in farmers' fields, provoking puzzlement. These patterns almost always involve circles, rarely triangles, rectangles, or squares, though some designs contain straight or curved lines. Nobody knows how they are made, who brought them to the farming fields. Some believe that this can be a creation of hoaxes, but mysteriously this nocturnal act is reported to be insensitive to cameras. Besides, hoaxes who devote their time and effort required to design and create the crop circles are unlikely to carelessly leave obvious signs of their activities. Some believe that these patterns are made by aliens. In 1966, a farmer said he saw a flying saucer rise up from a swampy area and fly away. Later, he had seen a roughly circular area of debris and apparently flattened reeds and grass. He assumed that it had been made by the alien spacecraft. However, this was refused by the investigators, who stated that this could have been caused by a natural phenomenon. Those who claim that aliens physically make the patterns themselves from spaceships also suggest that they do not using invisible energy beams from space, saving them the trip down here. Still others believe that it is purely a human act. However, the cause behind crop circles remains a mystery until today. Within brackets, adapted from Radford B. Life Science, January 23, 2013, 5:34 p.m. ET. Number 1. State whether the following are true or false. A. Crop circles are found everywhere in the world. B. They are made by farmers. C. Crop circles are created at night. Number 2. Answer the following questions. A. What are crop circles? B. What can you find them? C. Who creates crop circles? D. Is there a connection between crop circles and aliens? Give reasons for your answer. Number 3. Find synonyms for the following from the text. A. Active during night. B. Arousing. C. Practical joker. D. Muddy. Number 4. Find the highlighted words given in the text. Put the correct from to complete the following table. Noun, verb, adjective, adverb. Example: mystery, mystify, mysterious, mysteriously. Number 5. Give suitable to each paragraph. Activity 4. Listening. Listen to the report and complete the data sheet given. A. Take off time. B. Date. C. Location. D. Duration of the flight. E. Time of the last message. F. Flight leader. G. Problem. H. Standard procedure for lost flight over sea to follow. I. Number of aircraft. Activity 5. Writing. Use the details of the data sheet and write the incident in your own words. Activity 6. Writing. Use the information given below and write a description of the Bermuda Triangle. Located in the Atlantic Ocean, the Bermuda Triangle falls between Bermuda, Puerto Rico, and Florida. A number of mysterious planes and boat incidents have occurred. Most investigations indicate bad weather and human error are the more likely culprits. Aircraft are also common in the Bermuda Triangle, with both private and commercial planes commonly flying through the airspace. Stories of unexplained disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle started to reach public awareness around 1950 and have been consistently reported since then. Unverified supernatural explanations for Bermuda Triangle incidents have included references to UFOs and even the mythical lost continent of Atlantis. Other explanations have included magnetic anomalies, pirates, deliberate sinkings, hurricanes, gas deposits, rough weather, huge waves, and human error. Some famous reported incidents involving the Bermuda Triangle include the USS Cyclops and its crew of 309 that went missing after leaving Barbados in 1918. The TBM Avenger bombers that went missing in 1945 during a training flight over the Atlantic. A Douglas DC-3 aircraft containing 32 people that went missing in 1958. No trace of the aircraft was ever found. A yacht was found in 1955 that had survived 3 hurricanes but was missing all its crew. Activity 7. Speaking. From 2 groups, select one of the following topics and engage in a debate. Crop circles are created by aliens, or crop circles are not created by aliens. Bermuda Triangle is mysterious place, or Bermuda Triangle is not a mysterious place. Revision point. Match the adult animal with a young, selecting from the list given below. Puppy, sheep, duckling, cat, dog, pig, goose, piglet, cow, kid, calf, gosling, horse, kitten, duck, fowl, goat, chicken, lamb, chick. Adult animal, young, dog, puppy. Activity 8. Writing. Given below is the picture Dave had with him. What is special about it? Discuss and describe the picture. Spelling rules. The following endings can be added to nouns, verbs, and adjectives. Noun plus SOES within bracket plural. Books, ideas, matches. Verb plus SOES within bracket after he or she or it. Works, enjoys, washes. Verb plus ing. Working, enjoying, washing. Verb plus ed. Worked, enjoyed, washed. Adjective plus er within bracket comparative. Cheaper, quicker, brighter. Adjective plus est within bracket superlative. Cheapest, quickest, brightest. Adjective plus ly within bracket adverb. Cheaply, quickly, brightly. When we use these endings, there are sometimes changes in spelling. These changes are listed below. Vowels and consonants. Number 1. Nouns and verbs plus SOES. The ending is ES when the word ends in S, OSS, OSH, OCH, OX. Match, matches. Bus, buses. Box, boxes. Wash, washes. Miss, misses. Search, searches. Note also. Potato, potatoes. Tomato, tomatoes. Do, does. Go, goes. Number 2. Words ending in Y within bracket, baby, carry, easy, etc. If a word ends in a consonant, Y within bracket, by or ry or sy, etc. Y changes to ie before s. Baby, babies. Family, families. Country, countries. Secretary, secretaries. Hurry, hurries. Study, studies. Try, tries. Changes to I before ed. Hurry, hurried. Study, studied. Apply, applied. Try, tried. Y changes to I before er or est. Easy, easier, easiest. Heavy, heavier, heaviest. Lucky, luckier, luckiest. Y changes to I before ly. Easy, easily. Heavy, heavily. Temporary, temporarily. Y does not change before ing. Hurrying, studying, applying, trying. Y does not change if the word ends in a vowel. Y within bracket, ay, ey, oy, uy. Play, plays, played. Enjoy, enjoys, enjoyed. Monkey, monkeys. Exception, day, daily. Not also. Pay, paid. Lay, laid. Say, said. Number 3. Verbs ending in ie. Within bracket, die, lie, tie. If a verb ends in ie changes to y before ing. Lie, lying. Die, dying. Tie, tying. Activity 9. Writing. Fill in the blanks with the plural form of the noun given in brackets. Number 1. Now that it is autumn, all the blank within bracket leaf are falling. Number 2. Santa Claus waited for the blank within bracket elf to finish making the last toys. Number 3. I've just bought 2 blank within bracket loaf of bread. Number 4. All the books fit nicely on my 4 newly built blank within bracket shelf. Number 5. A cow gave birth to 2 new baby blank within bracket calf. Number 6. My grandmother really enjoys knitting blank within bracket scarf for friends. Number 7. There are blank within bracket child at the bus stop. Number 8. Many blank within bracket box fell on the floor. Number 9. There are lot of blank within bracket goose in my uncle's farm. Number 10. My father is working in the garden wearing a pair of blank within bracket glove. Activity 10. Group work. Given below is a part of a famous fairy tale called Jack and the Beanstalk. Discuss the story and relate it to the class. Write the story in your writing book. Once upon a time, there lived a poor widow and her son Jack. One day, Jack's mother told him to sell their only cow. Jack went to the market and on the way he met a man who wanted to buy his cow. Jack asked, "What will you give me in return for my cow?" The man answered, "I will give you 5 magic beans." Jack took the magic beans and gave the man the cow. But when he reached home, revision point. We can use will, would, may, etc. to say something is possible, impossible, probable, certain, etc. Will. What time will be here? He will be here soon. Would. He would be here now, within bracket, if he wasn't ill. May. He may be here now. I am not sure. Might. He might be here now. I am not sure. Could. He could be here now. I am not sure. Activity 11. Fill in the blanks with using suitable words. Within brackets, will, would, may, might, could. Number 1. Blank. I borrow your pen. Number 2. I wish I blank speak English better. Number 3. We blank come and see you next week. Number 4. I am cold here. Blank. You mind closing the window? Number 5. Only this time she blank have to decide. Number 6. No one blank solved the puzzle. Number 7. Dinner blank be ready at 6 o'clock. Number 8. I blank not have time to do it today. Number 9. It blank be the most difficult decision. Number 10. Look at the object in the sky. Blank it be a UFO. This is the end of Unit 9. This audiobook is presented by Batticaloa Ramakrishna Mission. Grade 11 English. Educational Publications Department. 6th Print 2020. Unit 10. Choices in Life. Activity 1. Reading. Read the following descriptions. Rizwan, Batticaloa. I want to be an expert in information technology. After my OILs, I will have to follow either biological or physical science for my ALs, with physics as a compulsory subject. I would like to enter the Faculty of Information Technology at the University of Moratuwa. However, I need to improve my English as the lectures are conducted only in English. Amali, Kurunagala. My ambition is to become a qualified musician as I am very interested in Eastern music. I hope to continue studying this subject for my ALs, which means that I will have to follow the art stream. If I qualify to enter the university, I will have to face an aptitude test held by the University of Visual and Performing Arts. Venura, goal. I would like to engage in self-employment one day. I like agriculture. I wish to follow the biological science stream for ALs. I need to get at least a credit pass for science at OILs. I will study agriculture instead of physics for my AL exam. Vikum, Anuradhapura. My ambition is to be a businessman one day. Therefore, it's better to study commerce subjects for my ALs. If I get good results, I can obtain a degree in commerce from a number of universities in Sri Lanka. I hope to obtain other professional qualifications in accounting too. Yogeshwaran, Nuvareliya. I would like to follow the science and technology subject stream in order to be a technician one day. I have to get at least a credit passed for science at OILS. If I don't score sufficient marks to enter university, I can apply either to Univotech, Ceylon, German Technical Training Institute, or the Automobile Engineering Training Institute at Oragodavathu. However, if I don't succeed at the examination, I can still apply for the National Vocational Qualification Level 3. Writing. Fill in the following table. Discuss with your teacher when you fill the requirements needed at ordinary level examination. Name, requirements at OILS, requirements at ALs or after, ambition or goal. Rizwan. Obtaining a credit or distinction pass for English. Following biological or physical science. Obtaining an A or B pass for physics. To be an expert in information technology. Amali, Venura, Vikum, Yogeshwara. Activity 2. Reading. Setting your personal goals. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. It's a dream until you write it down and then it's a goal. Setting your goals is the process of having a clear vision about your ideal future and motivating yourself to turn your vision into a reality. It helps you to choose where you want to go in life. When you know precisely what you want to achieve, you know where you have to focus your efforts. You will also identify the distractions that might lead you astray and correct them before it is too late. First, start your process of setting personal goals by brainstorming and writing down what you really enjoy doing. Then evaluate each activity, narrow down your list and identify what you really want to do. Make sure that the goals that you have set are the ones that you genuinely want to achieve, not ones that your parents, family, or others might want you to achieve. Goal. Finally, break down your goals into smaller objectives with a clear time frame and work towards achieving these smaller objectives within the time frame. Every time you achieve a smaller objective, you will be self-confident and motivated to achieve your lifetime goals. Goal, vision, mission. Activity 3. Writing. Read the passage on setting personal goals. Copy the following flow chart into your notebook and fill in the boxes. Goal. Activity 4. Reading. Enjoy the following cartoon. Note how Kevin expresses his needs using future tense. Example: I'll need, I want. You have a question, Kevin? Yes. What assurance do I have that this education is adequately preparing me for the 21st century? Am I getting the skills I'll need to effectively compete in a tough global economy? I want a high-paying job when I get out of here. I want opportunity. In that case, young man, I suggest you start working harder. What you get out of school depends on what you put into it. Oh, then forget it. Revision point. Future tense. The simple future tense is usually used to express a single act in future time. Example, the school will reopen on September 2nd. The future continuous tense is usually used to express an action which will be in progress at a particular time in the future. Example, we will be answering our English paper at this time tomorrow. The future perfect tense is usually used to express an action that will be completed before some point in the future. Example, we had better hurry up, or else our train will have left before we reach the station. The future perfect continuous tense is used much like the future perfect, but one of the actions is likely to continue beyond the other. Example, this is a fairly long book and I have read only half of it. In fact, by tomorrow, I will have been reading it for 3 days. Note, sometimes we use present continuous tense, simple present tense, and going to form to denote future actions. Example, I am practicing after school with my teammates as we are taking part in the cricket tournament tomorrow. Hurry up, the train leaves in 10 minutes. I am going to help my mother in the kitchen as soon as I finish my homework. Activity 5. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verbs given within brackets. You need to revise all 3 tenses to complete this activity. Number 1. Malinti is a student. She blank within bracket study in grade 11. Number 2. Sanduni blank within brackets clean the classroom tomorrow. Number 3. We blank within brackets go on a trip to Kelaniya during our last school vacation. Number 4. You can turn off the radio. I blank within brackets not listen to it. Number 5. While I blank within brackets do my homework, someone knocked at the door. Number 6. Rizwan blank within brackets water the flowers at this moment. Number 7. I usually blank within bracket drink a cup of tea early in the morning. Number 8. After this trip, I blank within brackets visit Nuwara 4 times. Number 9. The moon blank within brackets revolve round the earth. Number 10. Mr. Pereira blank within brackets work in this office for 10 years by 2024. Activity 6. Speaking. Follow the steps in the follow chart and set your personal goals. Then talk to the class about your ambition. Include the following points in your speech. Your goal or ambition in life. What objectives you should achieve. At IELTS, at AIELTS, after AIELTS or university level in order to achieve your goal. Your goals are the road maps that guide you and show you what is possible for your life. Les Brown. Activity 7. Writing. Write an essay about your goals or ambitions. Describe what they are, how you plan to achieve them, how you can serve your motherland by achieving your goals. Activity 8. Reading or writing. Read and enjoy the following poem. Then do the activities that follow. Victory. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you will lose, you are lost. For out in the world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You have got to think high to rise. You have got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win the prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. By C.W. Longacre. List all the contractions in the above poem and write the words that have been contracted. Example: you are, you are. Number 2. Answer the following questions. A. What will happen to you if you think you are beaten? B. With what does success begin? C. What must you do in order to rise in life? D. Who can win life's battles? E. Write the sentence which says that you have to be confident if you want to win something. Number 3. List the comparative forms of adjectives mentioned in the poem. Use them in sentences of your own. Example: stronger. Old Mr. Ben is stronger than many other men of his age. Activity 9. Reading. Brain drain. The departure of educated or professional people to more developed countries. Jobs, security, jobs, immigration center. Brain drain refers to the emigration, within brackets, out migration, of knowledgeable, when educated and skilled professionals from their home country to another country. This can take place due to several factors. The most obvious is the availability of better job opportunities in the new country. Other factors that can cause brain drain include war or conflict, health risk, and political instability. Brain drain occurs most commonly when individuals leave less developed countries with fewer opportunities for career advancement, research, and academic employment, and migrate to more developed countries with more opportunities. However, it also occurs in the movement of individuals from one developed country to another developed country. A country that experiences brain drain faces many problems. In less developed countries, this phenomenon is much more common and the loss is much more substantial. There can be an economic loss for the country as educated professionals leave for better salaries elsewhere. In addition, the development of the country is affected when most of the educated individuals do not use their knowledge for the benefit of their own country. The loss that occurs in more developed countries is not felt much because these countries generally see an immigration of these educated professionals along with an immigration of other educated professionals. There are many things governments can do to combat brain drain. If there is an increase in job advancement opportunities and research opportunities in one's own country, we can reduce the brain drain. The process is difficult and it takes time to establish these sorts of facilities and opportunities, but it is possible and is becoming increasingly necessary. If we encourage highly skilled workers to serve their own country, they will not seek better opportunities elsewhere. Adapted from an article by Jessica Carpillo, Geography Intern. Writing. Number 1. Match the following words taken from the passage with their synonyms. Number 1. Opportunities. Number 2. Obvious. Number 3. Career. Number 4. Benefit. Number 5. Salaries. Number 6. Substantial. Number 7. Combat. Number 8. Advancement. Number 9. Phenomenon. Number 10. Instability. Advantage. Insecurity. Considerable. Chances. Fight. Wakes. Job. Clear. Progress. Occurrence. Number 2. Read the passage and answer the questions. Number 1. What is brain drain? Number 2. What is the most obvious reason for it? Number 3. Why is brain drain more crucial in less developed countries? Number 4. Name 3 negative effects that less developed countries have to face due to brain drain. Number 5. According to the passage, which is not an action taken by governments to stop brain drain? A. Encouraging highly skilled workers both inside and outside the country to work in that country. B. Increasing job advancement opportunities and research opportunities in one's own country. C. Imposing laws to stop highly skilled workers from leaving their country. Number 3. Using the following words taken from the passage to form new words. Noun, verb. Emigration, advancement, employment, development, education, government. Emigrate, establish. Noun, adjective. Knowledge, availability, profession. Knowledgeable, economic, educated. Revision point. conditionals within brackets if clause. If type 1 within bracket possible situations. If type 1 is used when we talk about real and possible situations. Example, if you work hard, you will pass the exam easily. The structure is usually if plus present simple and will plus infinitive. It's not important which clause comes first. If type 2 within brackets imaginary situations. If type 2 is used to talk about imaginary situations which may not occur in reality. Example, if I won a lot of money, I would give some of it to the poor. The structure is usually if plus past simple and would plus infinitive. It's not important which clause comes first. If type 3 within brackets impossible situations. If type 3 is used to talk about unreal or impossible things in the past. Example, if you had run faster, you would have won the race. The structure is usually if plus past perfect and would plus have plus past participle. It's not important which clause comes first. Activity 10. A. Fill in the blanks in the following conditional clauses. Number 1. If there are enough job opportunities, skilled workers blank within bracket stay in the country. Number 2. If the governments take suitable actions, they blank within brackets reduce brain drain. Number 3. If these actions blank within bracket not take, soon the country will be affected by brain drain. Number 4. If the educated professionals blank within bracket leave the country, they will not be able to assist the future generation in their motherland. Number 5. If we serve our own country after finishing our studies, we blank within brackets develop our motherland. B. Complete the following conditional clauses. Number 1. If you devote some time for your studies daily. Number 2. If I were an educated professional in Sri Lanka. Number 3. If Nishali had run faster. Number 4. If Hazim had a bicycle. Number 5. If I saw a ghost. Activity 11. Speaking. Let's have a debate in the class. Form 2 groups and have a debate on the following topic. We should make use of our skilled knowledge by accepting international career opportunities. Activity 12. Listening. Listen to the dialogue between the library assistant and Ganesh and underline the correct answer. Number 1. Ganesh is looking for books on A. Engineering, B. Electronics, C. Literature. Number 2. Application for membership should be countersigned by the A. Principal, B. Class teacher, C. Ganesh. Number 3. The annual membership fee is A. Rupees 500, B. Rupees 100, C. Rupees 5. Number 4. Ganesh can borrow blank at a time. A. 1 book. B. 2 books. C. 3 books. Number 5. The library is closed on A. Monday. B. Saturday. C. Sunday. This is the end of Unit 10.